tell you what I think. It doesn't matter what you think.
Keep the change.
What is up with all you filthy peasants and worthless jabronis out there? That's right, it is moi, that handsome glass of chilled 1942 tequila. Woo! I'm already excited. Anyways, baby, it's your boy the Prince. I'm here at PSG backstage and all, because I get it like that, with one of the baddest motherfuckers out there. Not even a full name, just 3 letters. Just like that, 1, 2, 3, like how he gets his opponents, baby. I give you, he's big, he's bad, he's got a weird haircut right now, and I hope he doesn't take that offense to that. DL fucking A. Welcome back, bruh.
Thank you. I guess. Yeah, thanks.
Oh, my bad. Don't need any pain. Anyways, baby, bro, we got you back. DLA, man, you've been on fire recently. We already know like all your backstory. We already talked about all that stuff. So we're just gonna jump into the nitty gritty right here, man. Bro, since the last time we talked, you've had bouts with the likes of Victor Von Richter, Leon Ikuza. I mean, the list goes on and on, bro. You've had some like bangers. Let's talk about the Leon one to begin with, which culminated, I believe, at Caged In. Yep. Man, you guys went to town. I'm talking about beating for beating, ass whooping for ass whooping. Like, yeah, just damn. I mean, tell me what was going through your head during that match, during that like whole storyline, the culmination of that match. How did it feel, bro? You got locked in with the ferocious one, and you know you were the only man walking out that night. You're right. So shit.
Listen, I came out just like I come out in every match. I'm the most dangerous, lethal, and arrogant man in professional wrestling. So I showed Leon Ikuza that, and I won. You saw me jump off the top of the cage, do a Vader bomb off the top, did you not? I did that. I won. I stood tall. Yeah, there might be a little interference. That's not nothing. I was the winner. I am better than Leon Ikuza.
Damn, still no remorse, no nothing. Shit. Damn, bro, what is up in that agency? Y'all need a hug or something? Like okay, you know what? Never mind. All right, man. So yeah, you kick Leon Ikuza's ass, and then you move on from there, bro. Like you were even the showcase champion until unfortunate recent events. I mean, talk to us about that, bro. Like right after you whooped Leon's ass in the cage. Walk us through what you were going through. What was in your mindset? I saw it firsthand, bro. You was tearing through the division like it was nothing. Like a fat boy eating through a buffet. Just nothing.
Actually, before the cage, I won the showcase title.
Right, he's right.
I beat Aaliyah Sweets in like 30 seconds. That's what started my reign as the greatest person to ever walk out of here.
Wow. That is a bold statement. Like, the best?
I am the top guy around here.
Well, I'm not going to argue that, man, because I want to keep my teeth. And, yeah. So, I'm not going to argue that. So, you beat Aaliyah Sweets. You get the showcase title. You beat Leon Ikuza's ass. And then you go through, like we talked about, running through the division. But most recently, you lost the showcase title, like we just touched on, to Victor Von Richter which in these eyes looked like almost like highway robbery.
Listen, me and Victor, we had a good match. I'll give him his props. We had a good match, but I was a second away from beating him before that small little twerp. What's his name? And story something story.
Yeah.
Saying some type of bedtime story. I don't know. Pushed my feet off the ropes and cost me my match. Every time I lose, it's always something. It's always outside interference. It's always something else. Why can't I lose fair and square? That's right. Because I can't lose fair and square.
Now, normally the Prince will never argue with you, man, especially the agency. I'm a huge fan. But, you may have not lost cleanly, but have you won cleanly?
Yes, every match.
You sure about that?
Yes.
All right. We won't argue it.
Don't argue it.
Okay, I won't argue it. Damn. All right, man. So we get back to it. Business with Paulie Gabon. You lost the title. What's the future like for the agency? I mean, you guys lost, or you didn't lose. You threw out Leon Ikuza, and then you had everybody fucking around thinking like Brandon Humphries was going to get thrown out. What the hell is going on there? Oh, that's right. He did. Sorry. My apologies. Messed it up. He did. And then what the fuck is going on there? I thought y'all were like brothers and things like that. Is it just business?
That man himself wanted out the agency. So we beat him out the agency. We hit him with chairs. Me and Enforcer. That's all you really need in the agency. Me, Enforcer, and Papa Paulie. That's all you need.
Papa Paulie?
Yeah.
Papa Paulie? Okay. All right. Again, will not dispute that. So you throw out Brandon Humphries, bro. Aren't you a little afraid? Yeah, you know, you've been in there a couple of times with him and everything, but we're talking about this is like hellbound Brandon Humphries. You're not afraid of any serious... okay, he's not afraid.
I was just in there with him last week.
But I meant, you know, it's not over till it's over. Yeah, you guys had your match, you guys had this, but he still might come back at you, man. You aren't afraid for any sort of reprisal.
My second match ever, I beat Brandon Humphrey. Clean. My second match ever. And then last week, I beat him again. Clean. I'm not afraid of Brandon. I'm not afraid of anyone.
Okay. So you threw out Brandon, you threw out Leon. You want to get your hands back on Victor Von Richter, and apparently Alton's story. Alton, run. If you see this, really run. All jokes aside, man, you look like a guy that's out there to prove a point. And what can you tell me what that point is?
That I'm the best wrestler in the world.
Damn, those are some big words. All right. By doing that, who are you going to go against next? Who are you calling out? Like right now, you can call out anybody, man. The division alone, like who are you calling out specifically?
Everyone.
Okay.
No one specific.
No one specific? All right, let's talk about no one. All right, so you want to call yourself the best in the world. You were this close of possibly getting the East Bay title. Yeah, didn't want to really touch on it, but, you know, we kind of have to. You did it in, you know, to this man, one of the most opportunistic ways, which is not bad. I love the opportunity. You got to seize opportunity where it's at. But you had him. You had that look at me, dad bod, pipe smoking son of a... Ugh, I can't stand that little fucker. And what happened, bro?
He took an opportunity. That's a match I should have won.
That's a match that, you know, shouldn't be in a family-friendly environment, per se. You guys were really getting personal there, man. You guys were beating each other like he owed you money. I mean, like, fingers were thrown. Come on, DLA. Like, those were some stiff shots, man. Did he do any damage? Did you feel your bell rung? Anything like that?
No. I'm still standing here. Have you seen him wrestle? Did he wrestle last week? I didn't think so. Actually, his match got changed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My match didn't get changed. His match got changed. I'm still here. I'm still wrestling. I may have not won the match, but I won the war.
But you didn't win the East Bay title, though.
But in the end, did he? Does he have the title right now?
He does not. No, he doesn't, which is going to bring my next question. You know, in our previous interview, we've talked about, like, your training, your upcoming, everything like that. You were a little bit more level-headed during those times. Just saying. Now, Rick Luxury has it. Wrestling personified. And if I may say, I know you hold some type of respect up there for him, but when it comes to business and the East Bay title, what's going down?
For that East Bay title, it's no respect. I faced Rick before. I know what he's capable of.
No respect. Even though he is the East Bay champion, all that, his 20-plus year career, nothing.
That's all great, but it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. There's a new generation of superstars, and I'm the new generation of superstars. I'm ready to take that title.
Damn. All right, that's a statement. That is a mission statement. Fuck. All right, man. You've been in the agency for some time now. You know, you're one of the last two guys there, other than Papa Paulie. I mean, tell me, what do you think about the future of the agency? What's your future in the agency? Like, can you speak on any of that?
I can say I will always be with Paulie. Why would I leave if I have success with him? Why would I try to go somewhere else like Leon, like Brandon Humphrey? Why would I get away from something that gave me success? It makes no sense.
Okay.
They're cowards for leaving. I'm not leaving.
Wow. Okay, so you called out Leon and Brandon. Since those are two excommunicated guys, man, you're not at all afraid that some sort of faction may come against you guys?
No. Who? Name a faction. Name a faction that's came here.
Okay, what about a tag team? I mean, NPR is like...
NPR can do whatever they want to do. I'm not scared of NPR.
Yeah. What about, okay, fair. You're not afraid of NPR. You're not afraid of any faction. You're a man without fear. And I've seen that in the ring. We talked about your Vader bomb from the top, which was insane. What was that in front of, like, a packed house, man? Oh my God! Okay, I gotta ask, what was running through your mind? I know we're backtracking, but I gotta know, what the fuck was running through your mind right when you looked down on Leon Yakuza and you was about to hit that move?
I better not miss, because if I miss, that's the end of it for me. And I didn't miss, and I won. So that's it.
All right, man. Okay, so let's stick in on like what goes through your mind, everything like that. And I know we're bouncing around, but I want to go back to, him, the guy from San Andreas, the guy that took your showcase title. Victor Von Richter. So you already talked about how you feel about Alton. Yeah, he screwed you out of the title. It's this whole thing. Now Alton's going to be trying to manage somebody. We don't know who allegedly, but whatever. Okay, great. That's great for him. And unfortunately, that same night, I lost my monkey. Go figure. But, dude, let's be real. Victor took the pin. He took the win. He took your title. You can't be sitting there telling me, like, some time's going to come. This is going to happen. You probably can't get your hands on Alton anytime soon. We know this. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to.
That doesn't stop me.
Okay.
I can put my hands on you right now if I wanted to. Who's going to stop me?
Back to Victor. What do you got to say about it, man? I mean, dude, it was a hell of a match. You guys were going back and forth, back and forth. Mind you, this was like after you wrestled the previous night, too. And they made you put your showcase title on the line. And this happened. So, what do you got to say for Victor? I mean, what went through your mind when it happened? Can you, like, tell us about that?
What I can say to Victor is that he better keep that title warm, because when I want my chance again, and right now I don't want my chance, I don't care for it, but when I want it again, I'm taking it back. Either way I want to, I'm taking it back.
Woo. All right, man. So we've spoken already candidly about some of your most intense matches, rivalries that I won't say fizzled, because, some of them are still pretty hot. You just haven't, I guess, answered or rebutted yet. And that's your choice. I understand it. You when you want to rebuttal, you rebuttal. I get that. It's your DLA for a reason. But, getting a little bit more in there, more personal, man. And I know we're just talking about the most recent ones, but I got to get back to that Robert match, because I was there that night. I was right there. And it wasn't a match that you would see at an East Bay show, or you would see normally at Pacheco Square Garden, except for maybe PCW, but whatever. But, man, you guys were throwing fucking ducats. I'm talking about, for a white boy, you gave him an ass whooping, bruh. Damn, did you do that because, like, he reminded you of the cops or something?
I did it because I wanted that title.
All right. Dude, you guys were laying in shot for shot. To me, to these eyes, those elbows didn't look like the traditional, professional wrestling elbows. Looked like you guys were starting to get a little stiff. And then you had the audacity to disrespect the man in the middle of the ring. Which I applaud. No, don't get me wrong. Fuck Robert Taylor. Robert, you heard this. I said it, man. You always got to pull out your belt for no reason. The hell? And you disrespect the man in there. Yeah, he got the 1, 2, 3. But do you think you won psychologically speaking? Do you think you finally taken the clean cut Robert Taylor, the resilient guy, and brought him down? And no disrespect to your level.
Listen, Robert Taylor, when I was in there, he said that he was the #1 student here. Robert Taylor has not been here as many times as I am through the week. He is not training as hard as I am every day to be better than the next person, to be the best in the world. I'm better. So yes, when he said that, when he started hitting me and saying that he was Rick's #1 student, even though Rick took the title from him, when he said that, yeah, I took it personal. Yeah, I hit him a little harder than I maybe should have. So, it's a wrestling match. If he doesn't like to get hit, get out.
So you touched on it, man. Was it then jealousy that he was saying that? Did that get under your skin? Again, I know Paulie's issues with Rick Luxury. I know that war, and I know how far back that funk goes. But at the end of the day, man, did that truly bother you like that?
I know Rick Luxury. I know that his top students are the ones that show up, that put in the work. I put in the work. I show up. For Robert Taylor to say he's the #1 student, he has no idea what he was talking about. He has no idea who's Rick's #1. I'm Rick's #1 student. And do I really care? No. No, I don't really care. But why would you say that you're #1 student if you're not even as better than me? You may have won a little match by a slip up or whatever, but you're not better than me. He's not better than me. Robert Taylor, you're not better than me. You never will be. And you never were.
Well, you know what, man? I think you might be getting a new nickname, and I think that nickname should be like the Punisher, the Cleaner. Because, bro, we go back this. Aaliyah Mia Sweets on your hit list. Done. Brandon Humphrey out of there. Freaking Robert Taylor out of there. Dude, I mean, you've been tearing it up. And you're not doing it with a smile on your face. You're doing it pretty sinisterly, if I may say so. I mean, the crowd hates you. Like they boo the absolute fuck out of you. And, you know, you just keep coming in with banger after banger after banger. I mean, out of all these recent, yeah, I followed your career for some time. You really skyrocketed. But out of these recent opponents, hell, even if we go back far enough, has anybody gotten under your skin? Or maybe not under your skin per se, but anybody that you really need to run this back with? Because, man, I really need you to run it back with Robert Taylor and get that 1, 2, 3. But anybody else aside from him?
I would say when I went to Pro Wrestling Unplugged, I wrestled Jekyll's, and he got the pin on me. So I would really like to run that one back.
Jekyll's got the 1, 2, 3 on you. Oh, now early. So let's touch on that. I've heard about Jekyll's. I've seen Jekyll's. I've met Jekyll's. I've heard he's a snug having motherfucker. Like, it's a pretty snug guy to like to be in the ring with, man. Did he lay into you? Like how did it feel, bro? I know he's a NorCal legend.
I mean, of course he did, but have you met me? I'm obviously gonna hit him back, and I did. I hit him back. He hit me. I hit him back every time. I'm not. You could be in the business for a year. You can be in the business for 23 years. Rick Luxury. I'm going to hit you as hard as I want to. And if you hit me back, hit me back. I don't care. I'm going to hit you right back just as hard.
Dumb question would be to ask if you're ever afraid of how somebody's going to hit you. I said dumb question. Not going to answer it. Not going to ask it. But, man, I know there's got to been somebody like that's been driving you up the wall, like to just continually just drive in that nail. Bro, you're snug yourself. Bro, you lay it in. We hear those shots from the parking lot. But, come on, man. I've seen you lose your shit a couple of times when it was Leon, things like that. Anybody recently that's just been pushing that button for you?
Truthfully, no. Everybody recently, I've just been tearing apart. I love tearing people apart. Nobody's gotten on my nerves because I don't let them. I beat them down too bad for them to get on my nerves.
All right. So nobody's getting on your nerves. Nobody really out there for you. I get that, man. I respect that. Like I said, you're a beast in the ring. Only guy that, you know, we haven't necessarily seen you go head on with like that, or I haven't anyways, has been the Enforcer. I mean, everything copacetic at the agency.
Everything's good. I don't think I'd ever put my hands on Enforcer. I don't think he'd ever put his hands on me. We had a little quick something when we had a little tournament out here and we matched up in the tournament. I had a quick little pinfall on him, but it's because he didn't want to go on and I wanted to go on. We would never do anything to each other. We're part of the agency. This is the strongest we've ever been. Why would we mess that up?
Strongest you've ever been, and yet you only have 2 active members and
Exactly.
Paul Lee.
Exactly. Why make a big group but you can only have 3 people and you're as strong as you've ever been?
So do you consider yourself like the Bulls in '96?
Stronger.
Oh shit! All right. So agency is fine. You lost your title, but you're willing to get it back. You got all these things going on right now, man, and you've been on fire. You've had these crazy wars. I want to talk also about your attire change. Since the last time we talked, you know, get a little bit more levity into this before you punch me in the mouth. And please don't. You went from having, you know, the tights with the flame, something that you see in like WWF No Mercy. Yeah, I liked it. But now you really got NorCal Gangster on these fools with the red bandana print, you know, all flamed up, bro. I mean, shit, dude. We don't really know a lot about you. I mean, we took a little bit into your backstory, which was cool. You were still a little cryptic on certain things, but I mean, what inspired the new ring gear? Where'd you get the design? Or is it just you? Is it your expression? What is it?
It's just me. It's just I look good in it. I wrestle great in it. Why? I wore black and white tights. I don't look good in black and white tights. So I got something that looks like me. That makes me look more dangerous. I'm a dangerous man. D, dangerous. L, lethal. A, arrogant. Come on now.
So that's what DLA stands for.
It's little of everything. It's like an act. I change it all the time. It doesn't just mean one thing. It can mean, see, D can mean dangerous, destructive, whatever. L can mean lethal. Other words that start with L that I can't think of. No.
Alright.
Not loving.
Okay.
A can be more words too. It doesn't stick with 3, but the 3 dangerous, lethal, and arrogant are the 3 that I'm using right now, because what fits me better than those 3 words?
Whew. Dude. All right, man. I don't know if somebody pissed in your Cheerios. You know what? That's you 24/7. So I'm not even gonna try to get wrap my head around it. All right, man. Well, you know, I don't know if you've been listening to the podcast recently or some of the interviews we've been doing, but we've been kind of playing a little game here and there. Are you up to it? Okay, cool. Whew. All right. Word association, and then we're going to dive into, you know, what's going on there in the wrestling world and your perspective on it. All right? So, first things first. I'm going to give you names. Try to tell me the first word that comes to mind. And, yeah, let's go from there. All right. Paulie Gabon.
Top tier.
Brandon Humphrey.
Coward.
Rick Luxury.
Trainer.
Evan Thomas.
Cocky.
Cocky Johnson.
Who?
Damn. All right. Journey Fatu.
Big.
Jacob Fatu.
Bigger.
All right. Lastly, DLA.
Greatest.
Damn. No hesitation on that.
No.
All right, man. So, before we even get down there, I want to talk about, again, Jekyll's. Let's go back down there because that's right. You did go down to Wrestling Unplugged down in Santa Maria, correct? And I wasn't there for that. Unfortunately, the Prince can't be everywhere. I wish, but I can't. You went down there, man, and that's a long ass car ride. And from what I heard, you guys just got down there and then you went straight to wrestling, right? So,
Something like that, yeah.
Damn. Okay. How do you do something like that? Or I mean, how do you feel with something like that? You're crammed in a car, which I'm assuming you were with the agency or whatever, and you guys are driving down there for 5 to 6 hours from NorCal, and then you got to wrestle a guy like Jekyll's. I mean, like, what do you do to prepare for something like that? Because that's a real cold to hot start.
Right. You don't. I'm always mentally prepared. If I wanted to beat anybody up right now, I could. I'm always prepared.
But you don't, right?
Don't what?
Nothing. Okay, so you went down to Wrestling Unplugged. Was that your first time down there?
Yes, it was.
And they gave you Jekyll's.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay, that's a big name in on the indie circuit, especially California in general. Really big name. Regardless whether you got the 1, 2, 3 or not, that's got to be like at least in your win column just to be in the ring with a guy like that.
Yeah, it was. I should have gotten a win, but it's whatever. It's fine. It was good to wrestle somebody with a lot of experience. Out here, I'm beating up scrubs, so it was good to be against somebody that kind of matches with me.
Ooh, shit. No chill, man. No chill. Damn. All right. So you get done beating Jekyll's, Jekyll's did what he did. Whatever. We won't speak of it. Do you want to run it back with Jekyll's, honestly, after something like that?
I would love to run it back with Jekyll's. Wherever, whenever, it doesn't matter to me. Yes, if Jekyll's wants to face me, I would love to go back in the ring with him.
Okay. All right, man. All right, so we already talked about you traveling, you doing all this, you kicking everybody's ass, and I mean everybody. Like, damn, this fool has got like no chill right now. We already played the little name association. First guy to actually stick to one word like that, so congratulations, appreciate that. Apparently these other jabronis aren't smart enough to get that, but whatever. All right. I want to talk about your perspective on what's been going out there in the wrestling world as of late. Okay? You know what I mean? No, we want to get to know DLA on a little bit more sophisticated, intellectual level.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. All right. And by doing that, I'm going to ask you. So, wrestling as of now, the way that it's been doing on the indies, it's been on fire. It's on a renaissance as of late, right? We got guys, men and women, that were on TV coming, to the indie circuits. Like Brian Cage's about to come to Alameda. You got Effie and all them that are about to be at West Coast Pro. Even Keita Murray, who was here not that long ago. He was, he also made his little appearances and everything like that. Does that? You already said it. You don't need any type of motivation, but does that drive you in a sense to like see these jabronis come down from like their TV land appearances into your world? Because let's be honest, right now you're kicking ass, you're dominating. This is your world. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a net. How does it make you feel when these guys come down trying to wave big dick around and it's your yard?
It makes me feel like I need to shut them down. I don't care who. Like I said before, I don't care how much experience you have. I don't care how big you are. If you get in the ring with me, I'm gonna shut you down at Naga 2. I'm gonna bring you down to my level. I'll do it anytime. Brian Cage, you're gonna be wherever you're gonna be here soon. Why not be in the ring with me? Why not Keita be in the ring with me? I'll show him why I'm who I am. I'll show him why I'm DLA. I'll show him why I'm the hottest thing out here.
You say that with utter confidence, but you haven't been in the game for not even a full year yet, right?
A little over a year.
Little over a year. Okay, so a little over a year in the game, and you're calling out names now. Saying you're not actually calling them out. You're just saying you're gonna lay it down. I mean, there's got to be some part of you that's at least a little excited. Sorry.
Sure. Excited's okay. I can use excited.
Didn't want to say the other word.
No, don't.
Okay. All right. We've already talked about your tenure here at East Bay and Unplugged. I know that pretty much Paulie handles a lot of your, backstage bookings and all that. But is there any bookings that you have coming out that you can tell us about?
I have one on Saturday. For Full Queer here at Pacheco, PSG. Right now I'm facing Jordan Blue and Brittany Wonder.
Okay. Hold on. Time out. Okay, so you got Brittany Wonder and Jordan Blue in a three-way. Can you say that? Try not to smile as much. Into the camera.
I'm facing...
No, not facing. You gotta say it the way I said it.
I don't even know what you said.
I said you got Jordan Blue and Brittany Wonder in a three-way.
Yeah, what he said.
Just saying. It's technically a wrestling term. Just saying. Okay, you don't feel bad about wrestling? I mean, I know you kicked the crap out of Leah Mia Sweets, but Vanellope Von Sweets and all. But dude, like women too? Seriously?
Okay.
Damn, bro. Did your mom not hug you enough or something?
Listen, if they want to step in the ring with me, if they want to lock up with me, if they want to do whatever with me, they get the same thing that guys do. I'm not going to treat anybody any different. I'm going to throw whoever I'm in the ring with across the ring, corner to corner.
All right, man. Well, shit. Sticking on this, you got Jordan Blue up in there. She was just on AEW not that long ago. Does that give you more motivation to kind of lay in the proverbial smackdown that's coming?
I'm going to hit her as much as I hit anybody else. I don't care if she's been on TV. So, I'll be on TV soon enough, so...
But, I mean, like, chivalry, man. Like, shouldn't you, like, just hold back a bit?
No.
Jordan, if you're seeing this, if you're seeing this, that's all I'm going to put on that one. All right, so you got Full Queer, you got those two. You've done a couple. You've actually gone against Jordan Blue recently, and yeah, sorry, I didn't want to bring that up, but it's there. She is the PSG Women's Champion. She won that title at Caged In. Where you got your big win. You guys faced off. Interesting match. I wasn't here for that, unfortunately. I had to handle other business, but dude, come on. I know. I don't want to say it because I don't want you to hit me with the damn chair. But can you speak on what went down?
Listen, I was not feeling myself that day. I'll say that. I was not feeling myself. Shouldn't have won. You saw, I don't know, I post pictures.
You was filling up on her?
No.
Well, you said you wasn't feeling yourself. Who was you feeling on? You know what? Let me just retract that. Okay.
I should have won that match. I should have won every match. I wasn't feeling myself. I'm not taking it easier on her Saturday because I took it easy on her before. And that's what gave her the win. Congratulations, Jordan Blue. You've beat the greatest man coming out of PSG and will soon be the greatest man in indie wrestling.
All right. So you're considering this match at Full Queer on the 4th or on the 5th, I'm sorry. You're going to really just go to town on Jordan. You're really just going to lay it in.
Both Jordan and whoever's in the ring.
Oh, and Brittany Wonder. We haven't forgot about Brittany Wonder. But like I said, Jordan, got her hand raised, unfortunately. So do you have anything in store? Do you have any mixed emotions coming? Are you angry at all?
I'm always angry. There's not really a mixed emotion at all. Of course I'm angry. I'm going to throw her. I'm going to throw Brittany. I'm probably throwing both at the same time. Who knows?
Oh, shit. Damn, bro. You was a man's man all the way through, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right. There's also, the following week, there's another event here on the 12th. Question is DLA going to be on that card?
Of course DLA is going to be on that card.
Okay, dumb question. Who do you got that day?
That's a good question.
Still don't know? All right. Is there anybody in particular in there that you do want to call out?
It don't matter to me. Whoever wants to step in the ring with me.
Dude, I'm getting this like Tyson in his early 20 vibes from you. You know, like you just don't give a fuck. Like, it's pretty much like fuck you and fuck the world.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Why should I care? Why should I care who steps in the ring with me? I already told you, whoever steps in the ring with me is getting thrown across the ring. I'm gonna dominate you. I'm gonna slap you in the face. I'm gonna slap you in the chest, no matter who you are. So yeah, no, I don't care who I'm in the ring with. No, I don't care who wants to jump in the ring with me. I'm gonna beat you up.
Speaking on your chops, bro, you got some of the gnarliest chops I've seen in a dog's age, to be honest with you. I mean, your shit can be heard in the parking lot. Dude, when you throw that chop, bro, like, shit, do you think about... I mean, what the hell are you thinking about, bro? Like, everybody that picked on you as a kid or something? Like, shit, you're throwing that shit trying to take skin off.
I'm gonna take your soul with a chop. I'm gonna make sure you know who you just stepped in the ring with.
Man, you're making me a little nervous here, not gonna lie. And yeah, this is my first interview that I'm actually kind of like hoping that somebody kind of interrupts us in a second. Okay, cool. All right, so bro, you're vicious as hell. Like I said, Tyson in his early 20s, you just don't give a fuck. I mean, you tearing apart the division. Men, women, shit, children probably even too, if they decide to hop in there, bro. I know, like, to you, it's pretty much you don't predict the future. You pretty much just go with the flow, things like that, bro. And that's the vibe I'm getting. You know, that's pretty much what we've been talking about here. DLA, man, I'm so damn scared. You gotta lead me in the conversation now, bro. What is, like, off the top of your head, man? There's got to be something that's been plaguing you.
Sure. Why am I not getting chances elsewhere? I want you to answer that. I want you to answer why people haven't contacted me, getting me bookings elsewhere.
I would like to say that's Paulie's job. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are out there, any of you promotions out there, this is the man you need to book. Do it now. His name is DLA. I'm talking to West Coast Pro, APW, AEW. Hell, let's go all the way down back to Unplugged, Knox Pro, you name it. This is the man that needs to get booked. Please. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine enough for right now.
Okay. I'll be right back. I gotta take a quick bathroom break. All right. I'm back. I'm rejuvenated. My bad, man. Bro, I'm nervous. I got the bubble guts, dude. Okay, my bad, man. All right. All right. All right, fine. All right, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize. So I'll just get straight into the question, bro. We already talked about why the fuck isn't DLA getting booked. You know, I played a little bit around with it, but I want to be serious right now, man. Like, let's be real. Why the fuck isn't anybody booking DLA out there, man? West Coast Pro, what the fuck are you doing? APW, what are you guys doing out there? Hell, Pro Revolution Wrestling, what are you guys doing? Bro, the list can go on. Knox Pro. I mean, it just goes on and on and on.
Keep asking.
Okay, we go down to oh, shit.
Listen to me. I am the greatest wrestler to come out of PSG. If you don't believe me, watch me. If you don't watch me, then why are you watching wrestling? I am the main attraction. I am here for a reason. If you don't book me, then who are you booking that's better than me?
Who the fuck ends an interview like that?